It's the rainy season here in Japan. Today is round 2 of the 2011 D1 Street Legal season, but things look slippery here at the Maze circuit in Niigata. The practice runs were held under heavy rain. Controlling these heavy SL vehicles in this weather is not easy. These aren't the best conditions to compete in, but somebody's going to have to overcome them to win the day. Livening up the festivities from the announcer's box are Manabu Suzuki, because what would a D1 event be without him? Kendamura, if he can sit still long enough to provide commentary. Hisashi Kamimoto, who's also chief judge at D1 GP. And guest commentator Masato Kawabata. Now, here's a driver's greeting from this lovely lady.
Hi, 皆さん、おはようございます。今日めっちゃ雨ですけど、車なくなる人がおるかもしれんけど、そんなところも、全部見てほしいと思います。はい。はい、今日は一日よろしくお願いします。はい、ありがとうございます。さあ、というところで。
The opening ceremonies are out of the way. It's time to get started with round 2 of the 2011 Inter-Series Street Legal at Maze Circuit. Before the Tanso runs begin, let's take a look at the course. The judging zone starts right after drivers leave the second hairpin and ends after they take off from the judges' stand. Points are deducted for shakiness upon leaving the second hairpin, but a huge angle isn't required. The S-curve should be passed quickly, while swinging into a huge drift angle in front of the judges will rack up the points. Points will be deducted for straightening out, while points will be rewarded for constant acceleration. Once drivers reach the outside edge, the judging zone ends. Now, let's get started. Maze is home to many expert drivers. Who's going to conquer these wet conditions to move on to the Tsuiso run? First one out is Tomohiro Nakagawa. He races down the S-curve. Not exactly the most dramatic entry. There comes Masaya Kikuchi in his red Nissan Silvia. Oh, that was close! That was an ambitious approach, but it backfired on him. I don't think he'll be moving on. It's now Nobuhisa Sone. Let's see if he's got the speed. Oh, his car's staggering like a drunk. That's what happens when your tires get out onto the green. Here comes Crybaby Kamiya. Ah, his drift stopped short. Looks like his power's weakened when the sun's not out. Next up is Tomoaki Tsunegawa in his red 180SX. He can't seem to hold his drift together. Here's Masahiko Mizuno showing off a good entry. Mizuno was last year's East Series champion, but maybe rain's not his strong suit. He's pushing the engine too hard. It's now Mitsuyoshi Nishio, who passed the preliminaries in 15th place. He's got a soft touch and as a result lacks the sharp edge that judges look for. Next up is Michie Mimoto, who says she loves Maze. Her line goes a little short, but it was a pretty good run. Here comes Hayato Miyoshi in his golden skyline. He's going into the drift with all his might, but it's no good. A spin out for Miyoshi.
誰に憧れてスカイライン買ったの？
手塚って言ってました。
なんだ。
はい、即答してます。もう即答してました。ベスト16残ることができるかどうか。スピードを乗っけて振り返し。
She's got some speed going into her entry. Did she straighten out a bit? Oh, she's straightening quite a bit there. What a waste. It's now Sumika Kubokawa, who says she's always had trouble with Maze. Not a bad angle. But she spins out! Here comes Tsutomu Endo in his green 180SX. He has the technique, but he slips up and spins off course. It's now Masato Kaisei in his blue S14 Sylvia. His speed and line look good so far, but he can't bring his speed down and loses his grip. Too bad. Masato Kohashi is the youngest driver here, still in his teens. His speed and angle look good as he clears the corner. This is a good run for Kohashi. Here comes Yukiharu Komagata, the veteran driver who runs the company that Judge Kawabata works for. Maze is his home circuit, so this should be a great run. And it is! Komagata nailing the course with a solid performance. Satoshi Kajihara comes in hot in his yellow S15 Sylvia. Is he going too fast? It looks like his angle is a bit too sharp. But wow, he hangs in there. Kajihara's in top form today. Seiya Sawai blazes in with his late model S14. He tries to hit the inner clip after the direction switch, but he drifts off the line. Tough luck. It's now Monkey Ito, who likes to go both. A rapid succession of quick turns, and he overcompensates and spins out.
パキンを狙ってますよね。
狙っとる。
You can tell what he wanted to do, but this wouldn't work even on a dry track. Up next is Hideyuki Kobayashi, who plays third in the preliminaries. Let's see if he can repeat his performance in the Tanso runs. Nope. Nice try, though. Kazuya Bai flies in with some great momentum. His angle goes soft at the second hairpin. He's off his line, too. He can't seem to find his rhythm. Here comes Kosuke Kamiya. Oh boy, tires dropping off the course right at his entry. But he's sporting a great angle. He keeps his vehicle under control with some subtle acceleration work and completely masters the course. Ho-ho! It's now Takamasa Kuroi in his pink S15. His foot is fused to the accelerator and his angle is looking good. He's got this drift under control. Up next is Kazuki Hayashi, who made his way into the best 8 for the first time at Bihoku in round 1. Can he do it again? He's fast. Oh, but this won't help. That's not part of the course, Hayashi. Still, he probably can't help it when it was speed that got him seated in the first place. Let's hope it serves him better next time. It's now Hideyuki Fujino, who seemed to be experiencing trouble during the preliminaries. Line looks good. Any point deductions would have to be on minor details. Next up is Kunihiko Teramachi, who's hoping to hold on to his seeded status. It's a cautious run and lacking in impact. Here comes Hideyuki Fujino in his blue S15 Sylvia. A nice big swing, and he's building up speed. That is a skilled run right there. Seimi Tanaka comes in with his foot grinding the accelerator. He nails the angle with his direction switch. This is an exciting run. Seimi's on fire today. Up next is Masahiro Yakushijima in his orange S14. He swings out all the way to the edge, skirting right along the green before bringing the whole run together. It's now Masashi Yokoi. If anyone can get a perfect score, it's him. He is fast. Look at that razor-sharp swing. With that speed and that angle, he is going to score big on this one. Finally, it's round 1 winner Kiyofumi Chikuya. How will he play this course? Oh, did he drift off his line a bit? He manages to barely make up for it with his superior technique. That's it for the 30-vehicle Tanso runs. Who will remain in the best 16? The day before the Tanso runs, and the mood is far more laid back. Ken Nomura once again goes in search of street legal MSC All-Star Battle candidates. He immediately finds a potential candidate.
働いとるね。
はい。おかげさまで出場できて本当に嬉しいです。
今日のコンセプトは何ですか？
無事に帰れればとりあえず走り切れば OK です。
リュックサックがあるよほら。中身は何ですか？
いや普通の着替えとかがいい。着替え。
なんか本当はフィギュアとか入ってたよ。フィギュア。
こういう場に持ってこれないじゃないですか。
No joke, this is one geeky drift racer with a home full of anime merchandise.
空の落とし物のニンフが好きです。
よくわからんですね。
空音いいよ。空音。面白いよ。
これは代表にしていいもんでしょうか。
Next up is someone who always seems to be fixing his car.
おったよ。ほら、プーさん。壺の中の蜂蜜を取ってるかと思いきやケツを出してタイヤがいとるね。汚いね。はい。汚ね。
今日はまだ泣いてません。
Winnie the Pooh ended up in a major crash at last year's season opener at Bihoku and blubbered away right where everyone could see him. This year's Bihoku round saw him leaving early due to a blown engine. Every time he enters a tournament, his car breaks down.
今回は何があったんですか？
ドライブシャフトがあたかもその形だったかのようにちぎれちゃいました。
両方。
両方。
なんで両方だ？普通ね片方しか切れんとですよこういうの。
多分運転方法が下手なんですわ。
をしてるのちょっとあんた手伝ってあげないと。ほら何をやってるんですかね、このメガネ。いいね。ますます気になるチーム。これはまさか付き合っとる？ああ、違うんか、びっくりしたな。さあ見つけたですよ。 MSC にはいない兄弟。多分おらんですね、兄弟。まあどっちがお兄さんか大体わかるんですが、
僕です。
やっぱりね。
These brothers are a danger to everyone around them. Approach at your own risk. Older brother Miyuki slammed into corner 1 at Ebisu, nearly running over a cameraman stationed just off the track. Younger brother Yoshiyuki also created a commotion at an amateur drift racing event. See how he says hello to the fans along the stretch. You can't relax for even a moment when these explosive brothers are on the track. Let's take a look at these candidates' preliminary runs. The older explosion brother, Miyuki, misses the line a bit, but reels in the points with a decent run. Yoshiyuki, meanwhile, puts too much power into his run and spins out. Who is back in the running with a new drive shaft and billows of white smoke. He scores high with a run that combines speed with a great angle. As for the Grand Geek, Masamune Ochiai, having failed to leave much of a mark last year, he once again succeeds in only looking average.
あんなにオーラを消して走れるのは珍しいですよね。でも
いや何もない。
ないよね。
Now, time to see the results. The only candidate to clear the preliminaries was Winnie the Pooh! The others ended their runs with the preliminaries. Even Miyuki Kishiume, who barely qualified as a reserve, didn't get to run with the big boys in the main event this time. But skill doesn't exactly matter. Nomura's hunt for assorted oddballs and weirdos will continue. It's now time to watch the best 16 Suiso runs unfold. Coming up next, it's the car-on-car battles of the Suiso runs. It's round 2 of D1 Street Legal 2011, and the Suiso runs are about to begin. It's only the second tournament of the year. Skilled drivers who don't care about their ranking or how wet the track is are howling at the gates.
もう車速がやっぱり雨だと落ちるじゃないですか。はい、その分ね、ドライよりも接近したドリフトを見れるかもしれんですよ。そうですね。これ楽しみですよね。
さあというところで練習があり、予選があり、1回戦があり。そこ。ちょっと待って。なんでむせた今。今。僕だって川端が帰ってきたって言うから止めようと喋るのを止めようと思ったらむせちゃったんだわ今。本当に最悪だよね。
The first match of the best 16 is 100-point man Yokoi versus Kohashi. They enter their drifts and Kohashi is looking close. Oh, Kohashi drifts off to the outer edge, but Yokoi is looking a little sloppy there too. Which error will count for worse? The judges give Yokoi 4.5 to Kohashi's 5.5. They switch positions for run number 2. Kohashi leads with Yokoi chasing. Yikes! Yokoi slides right up next to Kohashi. Now that is some show of skill. Yokoi pulls off a comeback and advances to the best 8. Next up are two Okayama drivers. It's Yakushiji versus Kajihara. Kajihara fell a bit behind at the entry. That might have caused him to panic because his line and angle are dodgy. The judges give the run to Yakushiji. They switch positions with Kajihara leading and Yakushiji chasing. Both drivers are delivering smooth, clean runs. Yakushiji's advantage from the first run tips the scales and he advances to the best 8. It's now Kuroi versus Ito. How far can Ito go in the only 4-door vehicle in competition? Ito's done a heck of a job closing in so far. He's getting left behind little by little now, but he's still sporting the better angle. The judges call it a tie.
距離はちょっとあったんですけど、マンキーもいい角度ですよね。
黒い高政。
Kuroi can't risk his seated status by losing here. They're off to a second run. Yikes! Kuroi has nowhere to go from the start and straightens out of his drift. Ay. Kuroi can't get his groove back. This match belongs to Ito all the way.
幸先いいっすね、今日は。勝った。ありがとうございます。
For the fourth match, Fukuyama takes on Endo. They're close. Endo's really going on the attack. Ah, come on, Fukuyama. Was his angle too sharp? He's losing speed fast, but manages to hang on. What's more impressive is how Endo managed to perfectly match his pace. Endo gets the advantage.
これ今の戦いを野村さんお願いいたします。解説を。
解説、ちゃんとやった方がいいんですかね、これはね。
周りに確認してから。
これはもう単走の走りが自分でいいって分かってるから、先行は単走の走りで、5.5 ぐらい取っときたいなと、やっぱ車速上げてきたんですよね。
そうですね。
それがちょっと裏目に出てしまったんですよ。
2ヘアピンで勝ってこう入ったんで、多分先行の福山君がちょっと焦ったんだと。
なるほど。
ものすごい見えるんだよ、そこに入られる。
なるほど。ちょっと焦ったかもしれないと。さあ入れ替えて2本目ということになります。
They switch positions for run number 2. Fukuyama has no choice now but to go on the attack. Fukuyama closes the gap between them. Can he keep this up? Ah, he spins out. A daring attempt to take back the lead by Fukuyama backfires, and Endo moves on to the best 8. Tanaka versus Mizuno is too close to call and goes into 2 rounds of sudden death. Look at Mizuno close in for the kill. He's almost dangerously close to Tanaka. Still, the judges weigh angle over distance and give Tanaka a very slight edge in points. It's been a long battle, but will this run clinch it? Seimi Tanaka jumps right in while Mizuno tries to shake him off without sacrificing his angle. Looks like Tanaka's momentum wavered toward the end, but what do the judges say? Both judges give Tanaka the thumbs up. Seimi Tanaka lives to fight on in the best 8.
シード選手、めっちゃ楽しい戦いできたんで、満足です、負けだけど。
And now, Fujino versus Chikuya. It's the kind of face-off you'd expect in the finals, and the hype doesn't disappoint. Thanks to their skilled chase techniques, the match goes into sudden death.
これちょっと興奮するね、なんかね。
ああ、追いマシン藤野。
The two machines are side by side right from the get-go. What the? Jikuya flips directions first. He's now close. Closer than close. Ah! Jikuya's losing speed! Did the pressure get to Jikuya? With a single mistake, he's let a winnable match slip past him. By switching directions early, he made it difficult for himself to match Fujino's pace. This is a tight spot for this championship contender to be in. This is a huge points gap. Can Jikuya turn the tables? Jikuya in the red car leads while Fujino in the blue car chases. Fujino enters his drift in unison with Jikuya. And now he's closing the distance between them. A great run from Fujino. This settles it. Hideyuki Fujino advances to the best 8.
週にだいたい4日とか来てますもんね。
住んどるみたいなもんだよ。
今週なんか毎日来てますよ。もうずっとずーっと走ってます。
ちょっと言っていいですか？
はい。
遊んどるね。
It's match number 7, and Teramachi is up against the master of Maze, Komagata. Teramachi is putting the pressure on Komagata from a good distance. Both drivers pull off their drifts flawlessly. It's too close to call, and the judges call it a draw. They switch positions for the second run. Will all of Komagata's practice pay off? Komagata smoothly slides up next to Teramachi. His sense of distance is nothing short of astonishing. The judges agree and give Komagata a slight lead, advancing him to the best 8.
Best 8進出、駒形いける決定です。
The last match of the best 16 is another prolonged fight. Kamiya and Hayashi take the match all the way into sudden death. Hayashi maintains a good distance, but with the track still slippery, the hard part is just beginning. Both drivers handle the course with aplomb.
でも頭抱えとるですよ。
The judges give Kamiya a slight advantage. They switch positions and Kamiya is now chasing. They're even closer than the last round. It's all or nothing for Kamiya. Whoa! Hayashi goes right to the edge! This is a hard one to call. How will Kamimoto judge this one? Kamimoto gives both drivers 5 points, but Kawabata deducts points from Hayashi for going off course. It was neck and neck, but Kamiya comes out slightly ahead, putting him in the best 8. With the track beginning to dry out, the tournament moves into the best 8 stage. The key to victory is how to accelerate at the hairpin and how to close in on the opponent after the direction switch. First up are Yokoi and Yakushiji. Yakushiji goes in close. He tries to slide into Yokoi's inside zone, but can't complete the attack. Yokoi takes the lead for staying ahead.
5.5 横井。やはり横井つけますね。川さん。5.5 横井。
Will Yokoi now play it safe to protect his advantage? Yokoi can't quite close in on Yakushiji after the direction switch, but he does a much better job in front of the judges. The judges call it even. Yokoi's advantage moves him on to the semifinals.
多分運が良かったです。来週とかもハーフスピンしましたよ。
The second match is Ito versus Endo. drivers are giving it a good run. Ito's betting it all on his angle, but Endo's not looking bad either. The judges call it a draw.
ですよね。
はい、S 字のね左向いている時に、はい、遠藤さん結構入ったんですよね、はい、返す時にアクセルを踏みながら返すとものすごいピタッと入れたんですけど、入れたんだ、あそこでアクセルオフ返しをしたんで、そこで距離が開いたんですよね。オフ返しじゃなくて恩返しがいいんですよ。恩返ししたかった。恩返ししたい。
なるほどね。ふすまを開けると鶴がなんか旗を打っとんやろがパッタンパッタパッタパッタ。おじいちゃんおかえり。ね、
その先のプラン
なしなしなし。
入れ替えの2本目どうなるかというところで。
It's run number 2 with points tied. Ito's usually good in the chase position, but he looks a bit shaky here. Now he's trying to compensate by really closing the distance. But he can't quite enter Endo's inside zone. And that's the match. Tsutomu Endo moves on to the best 4. It's now Tanaka versus Fujino. How will Fujino tackle Tanaka? And how will Tanaka zig and zag around his attacks? Tanaka's got the angle. Fujino tries to close the gap, but to no avail. The run ends with Fujino showing us nothing. The judges give a big lead to Tanaka. Run number 2, and Tanaka's cautiously watching Fujino. Tanaka skillfully matches his moves. He's in! Tanaka follows Fujino like a shadow! Incredible! This is Tanaka at his best. He brings down Fujino with almost unbelievable ease. Seimi Tanaka moves on to the best 4.
ちょっと路面が食ってきて良くなってきたかと。とりあえず次駒川さんですね。なんとか倒したいと思います。
It's Komagata versus Kamiya, the boss and the driver of the same team. Both drivers have the skill, and those angles are impressive. Kamiya chases but can't quite pull up beside Komagata. It's run number 2 with points tied. Komagata goes for the kill right from the beginning. Both vehicles blaze in front of the judges. Kamiya spins out! Was he trying too hard? What an unusual spin out for Kamiya. Yukiharu Komagata moves on to the best 4. That's it for this stage. On to the semifinals. Coming up next, it's the semifinals followed by the finals. Here we are, the semifinals. If Endo wins, he'll make his first ever finals appearance. We can also look forward to some great chases from Tanaka and Komagata. First up are Yokoi on the best day of his life and Endo. Endo throws everything and the kitchen sink into this run with a zero-distance drift. Amazing! Oh, but he falls back a bit in front of the judges. Endo keeps trying, but doesn't make it inside. The judges call it a draw. Let's see how Yokoi will attack Endo. Endo's got the speed, but Yokoi is closing the distance. Look at that! He's sticking right to him! What did the judges say? Endo gave it a great run, but Yokoi was even better. That's the word from on high, and Masashi Yokoi enters the finals.
決勝進出横井正史です。
Commentator Ken Nomura has been looking forward to this matchup. The second pair to face off is Tanaka and Komagata. Both of them have been on a roll today. The two vehicles come in at breakneck speed. Tanaka's drift angle is nothing short of stupendous, and yet Komagata manages to cover the distance and move into his inside zone. This is one high-level match. Still, Komagata made a small error coming off of the second hairpin. How will this affect the judges' scores? Tanaka gains a tiny lead. This could still go either way. They switch positions for the second run. Tanaka's in chase position this time. Tanaka straightens right out of his drift! A major mistake at such a crucial juncture, especially when he had the advantage. One shifting error has cost him entry into the finals. Kamimoto shows no mercy in scoring Tanaka.
川田さんが2部屋立ち上がってからね、やっぱり縦っぽくずーっと来てるっていうのは、アウト側に寄り切れないっていうのもちょっとあって、でもそこを見ても戻ってるゾーンが長すぎますよね。
なるほど。というところで決勝進出。
Yukiharu Komagata enters the finals. Perhaps it was always going to come down to these two. The drivers are introduced to the crowd before the finals begin.
ゾンビです。そしてその対戦相手はこの男、駒形幸春。
よ社長っつったよ。
社長ね。そのままじゃないですか、本当に。
Both drivers wish the other luck with a handshake, marking the start of the final. Here we go. Will the winner be the devil-may-care Masashi Yokoi or the master of Maze, Yukiharu Komagata? Komagata's following at a good distance. Yokoi is staying ahead of him while keeping a good angle. Both are looking great, but Komagata can't quite stick on to Yokoi.
早いんだね。
入れると思いましたけどね。
早いんですよやっぱり。
入れませんでした。赤山さん、
The judges call it even.
五分ですね。駒場選手の走りは 100% ですか？今もう来てますか？
今結構マックス来てると思いますね。
マックス来てますね。これ
マックス来てますね。
相当チンチンに来てますよ。
相当来てますよ。
チンチンで言っちゃいかんですよ。
そう言い返すからあり。あえて言わなければ大丈夫だったんですよ。
あ、そうですか。
野村さんが今もう崩しちゃったんで。
いやチンチンになってる。チンチンになってる。
言うからいけない。チンチンうるさい場合。本当に。さあというところで2本目のスタート。
It's run number 2 with Komagata leading and Yokoi chasing. Yokoi is pushing forward aggressively right from the get-go. Oh, look at that! Yokoi's completely eaten into Komagata's inside zone. Oh, did they bump a bit? What an aggressive finals match! The judges tally the scores. Kamimoto gives a 5.5 to Yokoi. What will Kawabata say?
なんで俺の顔見るんですか？
こっちを見るんじゃない。
俺を見るんじゃない。
はい。
5.5 横井。
決定です。
Yokoi managed to switch directions while riding the accelerator. This is what gave him the points advantage.
なるほど。
そうだね。そこのパッとした
そこの
上がね。
返してからのオンですね。
恩返し。
恩返しができていると。
できてました。
When all is said and done, the Tanso winner went on to dominate the rest of the tournament.
優勝。横井正史。
The winner of round 2 of Inter-Series Street Legal is Masashi Yokoi.
さあ野村さん。
最後は狙ったですかやっぱりスイッチが入ったように見えたんですけど。
いやもうヘアピンからズバズバ行こうと思ってもう狙ってました。
ズバズバ行ったのはいいけどね当たったやろ。当たってない。あれね当たったでしょ。大丈夫だ。賞金5万円俺にちょうだい。
なんだそれ。関係ない。関係ない。あなた関係ないじゃん全然。
winner at Maze claimed the top spot with an entirely consistent and error-free performance. This makes Yokoi the current top seed. Tanaka drops to second place, with Jikuya now in third.
さあ D1 ストリートリーガル第2戦マゼ優勝したのはなんとこの男久々横井選手でした。
ありがとうございます。
いやー来たね。
いやー来ましたよ。
突然今日雨が降ってなんとね調子を崩すのかなこのバカ人と思いきや練習も良くて、ね、1回戦も100点で追走もトントンと勝ち。これは何が良かったんですか？車腕それともここのハート？
いや全てじゃないです。
貴様調子のトレイもう完全勝利のような気がしたんですよ。でも
いやまあいろんな駆け引きがありながらのまあ追走最初なんかもうほとんどハーフスピンしちゃったんですけど、まあなんとかギリギリそこからは淡々といけたかなと。
よく持ちこたえたよね。なんかやっぱ車もちゃんとできとるんでしょうね。
まあやっぱハートが強いんできっと祈りが続いてたんだと思います。
まあこんな感じでね自信満々ですね。そしてなんとついにゼッケン1番。
いやまだ実感が湧かないんで何とも言えないですけど、まあここから下がることはないかなと。
ってなわけでやっぱね今年は横井来るかもしれんですよ。まあこの調子でね1番キープできればよかったですね本当にね。
はい、そう頑張りたいですね。
はい、ありがとうございました。おめでとうございました。はいわ。はい。
ありがとうございます。
Also held at the same time as Maze Circuit was round 2 of the D1 Ladies League. The announcer, judges, and commentators are fired up. But first, the preliminaries. Coming up next, it's the Ladies League. It's the D1 Ladies League Round 2 at Maze. Announcing, commentary, and judging are done. Not a great start. Up next is Miki Endo, who improved quite a bit over the last season. She's got great acceleration. Looks a bit shaky, but not a bad run. It's now Akari Nagasawa, one of last year's winners. Good speed. Good line. It's a textbook run.
結構上の方ですよ。インターでも上だよ。そうなのよ。インターメーサーで言っても上ですよあれ。
Here comes Yukie Hayashi. Oh, a drift stops right as it begins. Better luck next time. Next up is the technically skilled Saori Ishikawa. That's a nice, flawless run that'll take her into the next stage. Asuka Iwamoto dropped out in the first round at the season opener, but she's doing great now. That's a pretty exciting run. The judges give her high marks. Miki Yabuchi is known for her technique, but the way the other drivers have been performing, she'll need a little something extra today. Excellent speed and angle. The other drivers should be taking notes on this high-level performance. Up next is Michiko Yasue, who can usually be found in the upper ranks. Ah, her tire got snagged! That could have been dangerous. Here comes Yasue's teammate Rie Shinmi in her Skyline. Wow, she went off course, but forced her ride back on track. A pretty gutsy run. It's now Terumi Tokuhara, who's currently ranked 4th. Speed, smoke, and impact. What a show. Whoa, watch out! Whew, that was close. Here comes veteran Akemi Okazaki. She's going fast. Even her turns are quick and short. Her skillful technique brings it all together. Next up is Michie Mimoto, gunning for the win. Great footwork. She's moving quick. Amazing vehicle control here. All in all, a fantastic run.
さんの得点100点って書いてある。
今のは 100点くれてやるよ本当に。わかるわかる。
Finally, it's last year's champion, Sumika Kubokawa. As usual, she's wearing number 1. Some great footwork from her as well. Look at her go. Her technique has the judges reeling. That's it for the Ladies League Tanso stage. Here are the rankings. And now, back to the tournament day where the roads are wet and trickier. Each one of these 8 drivers delivered a great run in the Tanso stage. Shinmi, unfortunately, came down with transmission trouble and was forced to drop out. First up are Mimoto and Ishikawa. Ishikawa wavers a bit on the S-curve and gives Mimoto a slight advantage. They switch positions for the second run. Mimoto enters a drift simultaneously with Ishikawa and begins closing the distance. Mimoto's superb control, and she advances to the best 4. Okazaki versus Iwamoto. Okazaki enters her drift with a little too much aggressiveness and spins out. In the second run, it's Iwamoto who spins out in the exact same location. The match unexpectedly goes into sudden death. In the first run, Okazaki pulls ahead of Iwamoto with a fast-paced drift, but understeers at the end, evening out the score. In run number 2, Iwamoto comes blazing in to close the gap. Iwamoto pulls up close. After a grueling match, it's Iwamoto who comes out alive, and she moves on to the best 4.
Iwamoto Asuka desu.
Nagasawa pulled off a victory here at Maze last year, but this time she spins out in front of the judges, giving Yabuchi a huge advantage. Can Nagasawa make a comeback? She can't seem to get into a drift at all. And it's another spin out. Is it the rain? Miki Yabuchi moves on to the best 4. It's now the semifinals, and luck will be playing a bigger role. Kansai drivers Iwamoto and Yabuchi will be taking on the top and second seeds, who will move on to the finals. Mimoto has been on a hot streak. Does Iwamoto stand a chance? The track is slippery and both drivers keep things tightly under control on entry. The distance between the cars widens. Iwamoto seems to be under pressure and her line goes short. The judges give the advantage to Mimoto. How will the second run play out? Mimoto is right on her tail. But did she get too close? She's run out of space and straightens out. And now both drivers have straightened out in front of the judges. The advantage from the first run carries over, and Michie Mimoto moves on to the finals. Kubokawa says she's in bad form today. This could be Yabuchi's big chance. Yabuchi attempts to go up close to Kubokawa in her yellow ride, but she ends up losing speed, and now she's straightened out of her drift. Yabuchi needs to get those points back, but she can't find a rhythm. And she's straightened out again. Kubokawa winds up with a huge advantage. Kubokawa doesn't need to play this anyway, but calm and control. Let's see what she does. Both drivers pull off clean drifts. Kubokawa plays it safe and moves on to the finals. It's a repeat of the round 1 finals at Bihoku.
レディースリーグの車って、なんか屋根が開く車多くないですか？
そういえばサンルーフ
なんで？
他の人ってちょっと明るい方が好きだとよく見えるから
綺麗に見えるってこと？
綺麗に見える。
言っちゃったんだよ。
野村さんは暗い方がいいんですよね。
どっちかと電気消してってタイプ。
そうもう明るいのは嫌みたいな。
明るいのはやばいって。恥ずかしか。
次回のインターシリーズレディースリーグにはいないかもしれません、この方。
もしかして首。
Kubokawa and Mimoto are evenly matched in skill. Mimoto seems to have the momentum, but there's no telling how it will end until it ends. Is Kubokawa getting left behind a bit? Both are performing like it was a Tanso run, with Mimoto in particular sporting a great angle. Kubokawa's not looking so hot. Mimoto takes the points advantage. They switch positions with Kubokawa leading and Mimoto chasing. Mimoto pushes ahead and gets personal. But she straightens out a bit. Even with an advantage, she'll need to make up for that error for a decisive win. She's in a good position. Ooh, this looks good. What do the judges say? The winner of the D1 Ladies League Round 2 at Maze is... Finally, it's a win for Michie Mimoto!
9戦目にしてここで優勝を決めました。いや本当おめでとうですよ。
The runner-up is Sumika Kubokawa. Both drivers now have the same number of points. The Ladies League heats up with every tournament. Don't miss the next one.